Soren Kierkegaard was a smart man. He made significant contributions to the fields of existentialism, phenomenology, and even psychology. His capacity to articulate profoundly difficult mental concepts, such as anxiety or the call of the void, suggests a mind of unfathomable insight. Kierkegaard also fell madly in love with one Regine Olsen, wrote passionately about his attraction to her, proposed to her, and then, on one August day, promptly broke off the engagement. Although the reasons behind his decision are almost entirely unknown, Kierkegaard did write in a letter to her that there was something spectral about him. Despite her efforts to continue the engagement, Kierkegaard would strive to free her from her own affection towards him by pretending to be a scoundrel. It is also thought that much of his work throughout the rest of his unmarried life included hidden messages to Regine, letting her know that he still loves her. Is this toxic? Yes. Is this also the behavior of a man who arguably over-intellectualizes? Also yes. Despite Kierkegaard's capacity for deeply moving and complex insights into human subjectivity, he struggled with the strange world of human feelings. Anxiety was at the forefront of his issues, something he described as the dizziness of freedom. This was a lifelong project for Kierkegaard. As he wrote, "What I really need to do is to get clear about what I am to do and not what I must know, to lead a completely human life and not merely one of knowledge." And yet knowledge can seem like the only way forward. How do we know what to do? We're overwhelmed with choice and have the deadline of mortality always knocking. Anxiety is a sense of unbearable uncertainty, signaling a lack of control. How will my marriage go? Am I fit for the role of a husband? And so to exert control over anxiety, we will turn to various devices. One such method, one of the first defense mechanisms ever identified, is intellectualization, the ability to transform events into a non-emotional experience through the overuse of analysis, reflection, and prediction. For example, someone diagnosed with cancer might spend hours researching medical terminology, all while showing little emotional anguish. In a sense, intellectualization isolates us from acceptance, the emotional reality of the situation. It strategically deprives us from having to feel, and importantly, it keeps us safe from the world of emotions. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with thinking through an issue. We need our brains to figure stuff out, to project into the future, to scan for potentially repeatable mistakes. The issue is when the discomfort of feeling something, a potentially liberating and informative experience, is avoided and replaced by an incessant need to define, categorize, and hypothesize. We can end up stuck, ruminating, overthinking, and we can end up being entirely frustrated. Why? The sad truth of life is that it's a lot more complex than any sort of mental model we could ever develop. The absurd, Camus' name for that fatal collision between our search for meaning and the incomprehensibility that surrounds us, gets at this very truth. We can spend lifetimes trying to figure out why a loved one passed away, why we didn't get that job, or why she just isn't that into you. And even if we somehow figured it out, no formula or equation can reverse the irreversible. The sad fact is that it happened, and it sucked. For the intelligent, this defense mechanism is readily available. It can even become a successful career path. What is more socially rewarding than being one of the few capable of articulating and explaining the seemingly unexplainable? This is the fate of Kierkegaard and so many other intellectuals. Their public gift was a personal curse. Some people are literally too smart for their own good. But is there a way out? One of the easiest entrances into the world of emotions is through focusing on how one feels rather than what one feels. Focusing on bodily sensations and cultivating the ability to locate where one feels angry, lonely, sad, or anxious is a significant step. Is it in the chest, the head, the stomach? Emotions are first and foremost felt. So where is that feeling? And emotions are not just obstacles in the way of solving your profound, existentially rich problems. Rather, they are necessary and informative experiences. To feel angry in a non-judgmental way enables you to accept the situation first. Then you can problem solve. But first, you should sit with it. Play music that evokes certain feelings, journal messily, and cry tearfully. The truth is that we are navigating mostly in the dark, with a limited, although certainly impressive, capacity to understand what is actually happening. Freezing and stagnating in a perpetual state of intellectualizing prevents us from moving towards the things we care about, those things that should ideally not require as much thought. These are our values, our aspirations, our dreams, the things that just feel right to us, that do not need intellectual justification. And these values can only be arrived at through the quiet cultivation of emotional truths and through living one step at a time. Live, feel, think, and repeat. Ironically, it was Soren Kierkegaard who probably knew this the best, reminding us that life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards.